I will start again. A very warm welcome today for the official signing of an agreement between the European Commission and Turkey on a 400 million grant, which is financed from the European Union Solidarity Fund. This grant will finance post-disaster recovery operations after the devastating earthquakes that hit the country in early 2023. Commissioner for Cohesion and Reforms, Elisa Ferreira, and Turkish Deputy Minister for Foreign Affairs, Mehmet Kemal Bozay, will sign the agreement and then make short statements. This will be followed by a short Q&A with journalists here in the room with us. The statements and the Q&A will be in English. I am now pleased to invite Commissioner Ferreira and Minister Kemal Bozay to sign the official agreement. May I now invite you both to make statements?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Yes, please. Thank you.
Dear Minister Mehmet Bozay, dear journalists, yesterday marked the first anniversary of devastating earthquakes centered in Turkey. We were all shocked by the violence of this quake, one of the strongest ever recorded in the area. Across Europe, there was an outpouring of sympathy for the lives lost and the homes destroyed. Today again, I want to start by expressing sympathy on behalf of the European Commission, sympathy with the people of Turkey, and our particular sympathy to all who have lost their homes or their loved ones. The European Union stands in solidarity with Turkey and pledged to deliver 1 billion euros of assistance. Today marks one of the milestones in that pledge. Today we are signing an agreement, just signed it, to deliver 400 million euros from the European Union Solidarity Fund. In the history of this post-disaster relief instrument, this is the largest sum ever awarded to a candidate country. This is also the first time that Turkey receives support from this fund. This exceptional level of support is justified by the exceptional circumstances. When help is needed, Europe responds, not just for member states, but also for our neighbours. We have been working together with the Turkish authorities since the disaster last February. My thanks to the Deputy Minister for all the good cooperation. The damage was done in 65 nightmarish seconds, but the reconstruction work will take years. Solidarity Fund will support, first, the repair of infrastructure, especially in the fields of health and education, and also in water, wastewater, and so on. Second, the fund will support temporary accommodation, including container cities. Third, preventive measures to secure infrastructure and protect cultural heritage. The Commission will disburse the assistance in the coming days, and we are prepared to provide further guidance and support during the implementation period. I am sorry to say that natural disasters are on the rise, driven at least partially by climate change. This is why the Commission has proposed to increase the scale of the Solidarity Fund, and last week this was agreed in the Council. This means we can respond more adequately to increased needs wherever they may be. Thank you very much, and I look forward to your questions.
Distinguished Commissioner, Excellency, as it was mentioned during your statement and also in the opening ceremony of the agreement, last year in February, Turkey was struck with two devastating earthquakes that shook our nation as a whole. In that time of grave and unprecedented hardship, our only consolation was the strong solidarity displayed by our friends. The European Union and the Member States were among the first to lend a helping hand. We are sincerely grateful for the unwavering support of the EU and members provided in the aftermath of the earthquakes. We are also deeply touched by the solidarity of our European friends in assisting the recovery efforts in the earthquake-affected regions. We very much appreciated EU's leading role in organizing the International Donors Conference on the 20th March last year. Today, we are here to announce a significant step in fulfilling the EU's €1 billion pledge from the conference. Thanks to the Commissioner and her team, we did a great job. We prepared all the details of what we will do with this agreement. We signed the agreement that will mobilize €400 million for Turkey for the EU Solidarity Fund, which represents the biggest part of the EU's commitment. As was underlined in the statements of the EU officials yesterday, this is also a landmark development in this pledge efforts. I would like to express our hope that pledges made by all contributors during the conference will also materialize in the coming days. This will reflect the collective commitment to the recovery and reconstruction efforts. Considering the scale of the devastation, the amount to be released under this agreement will cover only a tiny fraction of our extensive reconstruction efforts. However, its significance goes beyond its financial value. It symbolizes the EU's solidarity with us, with Turkey. The allocated funds, as distinguished Commissioner underlined, are intended for various purposes, including reconstruction of schools and hospitals in the affected areas, as well as the restoration of structures in cultural heritage zone. I hope this spirit of solidarity and friendship will permeate in all dimensions of Turkey-EU relations in the coming period. I will end up my statement by re-thanking the Commissioner and her team for their tireless efforts in preparing this agreement. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We can now take a few questions. When you ask a question, please do not forget to push the button in front of you. Do we have any questions?
Turkish News Agency Anadolu, Selen Valente. So firstly, Madam Commissioner, can you signify the importance of this agreement? So as far as we know, Turkey got this grant because it's a candidate country. And to Mr. Bozay, where will the fund, the grant will exactly be used? Are they predetermined projects? Thank you.
Thank you very much for your question. Yes, it is important to help ourselves inside Europe, and candidate countries have a special treatment, of course, in relation to this. So we hope that this sign of solidarity helps to reinforce the mutual confidence, mutual trust with such an important country as Turkey. Yes.
Before coming to the signing ceremony with the distinguished Commissioner, we were also talking about which areas that we will benefit from this fund. And, there are certain rules and procedures that we should follow, and we should also coordinate with the EU authorities. The biggest mission of the EU is in Ankara. There are experts, and I also kindly invited the Commissioner to come and see these efforts in Turkey by herself. And we concentrated on some ongoing projects. There are some wings of some hospitals. There are some school projects, because the Commissioner and the EU, we agreed on that we should concentrate on the immediate needs to, normalize the lives of the people. 14 million people were, influenced by these devastating earthquakes. And priorities are projects which are really bringing bettering of the conditions in the region, but concrete projects which will be staying there. One other dimension we both emphasized, to have some contribution from this, to have some projects on the cultural heritage, because it will connect history, present and future through EU-Turkey solidarity. This is also an important aspect of it, but the main thing will be some kind of rebuilding, reconstructing the infrastructure which are priorities in the lives of people, education and health issues and cultural heritage. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? All good? Perfect. Thank you very much. That we have come to the end of this ceremony. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Thanks a lot. So you can count and anything.